Here's a quick preview of one of the archive materials we've recently acquired. So this is mortar related, it's 3-inch mortars actually, that were being taught at the Mortar course, Small Arms School, Netheravon. And this is a member of the Corporal E. Smith, the 1st Ox and Bucks Light Infantry. The course that he did on 27th of September 1937 to 23rd of October 1937. And we've got two pieces. So it's a split collection of paperwork that was available on that popular auction site that we all know and hate, or love and hate at the same time. And we really wanted to acquire this because it will fit quite nicely into the manual archive. So this is volume 3 of the Small Arms Training. So volume 3 is the Vickers machine gun volume from 1931, but they were supplementing it and adding mortar training into volume 3 as well. So this was his copy, amended at Small Arms School Netheravon while he was there. And it gives that, I think this is the first manual for the 3-inch, first training manual for the 3-inch mortar. It would go on in 1939, I think it is, 37 or 39, to be a full pamphlet on it, or an independent pamphlet, as part of the Small Arms training series from that period. Is it pamphlet number 9? I think it might be pamphlet number 9, where the Vickers machine gun's pamphlet number 7. So you can see these amendments that have been added in here. And then the crossed out amended material as well. So we wanted to obtain this so that we can scan it in, share it as part of the work that we do over the next year or so. It probably will take a year to work through our pile of material, so which is one of the reasons why these previews are quite important. And it's got plenty of material in there for us to work through. And we do scan in all the amendments and everything as well. So we wanted this really, but accompanying it was his notes and his printed off notes, and we've seen these before. So the Travers Library at the Small Arms School Corps Infantry Weapons Collection Trust, of which I'm honoured to be a trustee, has quite a few of these patent files from this interwar period. That contain lots of different information from Netheravon, but this one I hadn't seen before, or Hythe mainly actually, but Netheravon too. And this is quite nice. Rules to be observed in the alteration of direct and indirect speech. So it's not just weapons related. It's like direct may, indirect might. It's actually grammar in there as well. So you're teaching much wider than just how to use mortars. How to describe, so this is map reading, actually how to describe material items. What was happening, so demonstrations by the battalion. So it was obviously a battalion mortar concentration. How the mortar attack demonstration in this period. 43rd Light Infantry lecture demonstrations of the new infantry organisation, because the army was being reworked. So this is when they lost their Vickers machine guns actually. So they would become an infantry open brackets rifle close brackets battalion, whereas there was an infantry open brackets MG close brackets battalion that would later go on to be the divisional machine gun battalions and the divisional support battalions, and then there was an infantry mixed battalion as well. But I'm pretty sure the Ox and Bucks Light Infantry went to the infantry rifle battalion. So this actually is part of that period where they are changing how they're organised. Notes on geography and map reading. Ocean currents are in there. Again, map reading. NCO's written examination of of what would be required for the mortar. What is this? Care and preservation. Great care will be taken to ensure that no water is allowed to enter the barrel before or during firing. If it's thought that water has entered the barrel before firing begins, then the first bomb will be fired without removing the safety cap on the fuse. During peace, a dummy bomb will be fired first. So that's one of the reasons why you always see them putting the tube cover back over. Notes on occupation of a defensive position. Now what we know is obviously that there were similar notes and similar material being made for machine gun courses. We'd love to see some of that material, and that would fit straight into the archive. We don't have any mortars here at the moment. Maybe we will one day, but this is just excellent examples of how how training was being taught, or how soldiers were being trained at the Small Arms School Netheravon which is, it works nicely. If we get around to doing a second edition of the Small Arms School Corps history, this is the sort of thing that we will like to do, because obviously the Small Arms School was being manned by Small Arms School Corps instructors. And look, packing the vehicles, how to pack the trucks, it's always sort of good gen and good understanding. And this had been one of the first periods in which they're doing it. We're doing it as the mortars had only been introduced very few months before. So yeah, there we go. Hopefully that's been of interest. This has been bought thanks to the support of our patrons. So please do sign up at www.patreon.com/VickersMG, where we do share this stuff and enable previews to happen for our patrons before it goes more widely available. And we really do use that material to build the archive and support the association as it is. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Please support us on Patreon if you're able to, and let us know of anything you'd like to see in the future. I look forward to hearing from you.